What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. Hey, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the No Land Beyond and talk a little bit about this whole Flinch idea. Now, I've seen a number of people complaining about the fact that No Land, quote-unquote, does not have Flinch like other snipers. Well, first and foremost, it does flinch. Like you can see it here, it's actually pretty disorienting. The sights are already disorienting as it is, but it bounces like crazy. So it's not that it doesn't flinch, it's that it still shoots straight. I mean, look at this. It'll still, even though the barrel is pointed up to the right, it'll still shoot straight. But we're going to talk a little bit about that idea in this video. And is that okay? Should it behave like other snipers when it comes to the flinch factor? I've seen a lot of people complaining about No Land Beyond and its ability to shoot quote-unquote consistently through flinch. Now, talking about this, I mean, you can see here, it's not a gimme. It's one thing when the guy is sitting still, but when people are actually trying to kill you in the Crucible, and what you see in that shot there, you can kind of essentially do the same thing with regular snipers too if you time it right. But another thing I hear is that the hitboxes are too big. There's too much AA on No Land. I think that's ridiculous. I mean, you can already see here, like, the hitbox is small. It's not very forgiving. Like you can be a hair's breadth over someone's head and still technically miss. So it's not excessively forgiving like you might think in terms of the hitboxes. But anyways, let's talk about this a little bit. So should it flinch? First and foremost, it does flinch. It can just shoot through it. So you can't try and compensate. You see here, it's one thing to do it in a test environment. It's another to actually be in the Crucible against people legitimately trying to kill you. It's not a gimme. It really is not a gimme. You have to, the struggle is that you have to try and shoot where the sights would be showing if you weren't being flinched. You know what I mean? So you can't, like, it's sort of difficult to compensate for that disconnect because you're seeing something that's not actually what's, where the bullet's going to go. So you have to actually think through the flinch, and it's easier said than done. So I don't think, in my opinion, out of the gate, I'll just tell you my opinion, I don't think that No Land needs to be touched. I don't think so at all. I think that it's in a really good spot. I think it's a pretty fair and balanced sniper rifle, and let's talk about why I think that is the case. Let me tell you this. I see people saying that they make claims like it always or it regularly kills me even though I get the first shot, and I'm going to tell you that you're not right. It doesn't normally, it doesn't regularly, it doesn't happen more than it, what am I trying to say? It won't kill you through flinch more than it will fail to kill you through flinch. It'll fail more times than it'll succeed, but it's going to happen every now and then, and you're going to be frustrated by it, and you're going to think that No Land's OP because it managed to do that to you, and you just don't see that happening quite as much with other sniper rifles. So for me, basically, I found that it was on average per game, it was 1 out of every 3 times that I started getting shot first, just in a standard gunfight, where my feet are planted and I'm trying to hard scope with NLB and shoot back. 1 out of every 3 of those engagements was I able to land the headshot through the flinch. And I use No Land a lot. I would consider myself to be a decent No Land user. So 1 out of every 3 is not more than 50%. It's not most of your engagements. And I'm not the average. I'm not trying to sound vain there, but I'm not the average No Land user either. So it's not going to kill you more through flinch than it will fail, is essentially what I'm getting at there. So I hear a lot of people saying it should behave like other snipers, but when it comes down to it, it's not a standard sniper. It's extremely unique. I think that's a weak argument. Let's look at No Land. What's unique about it? Well, it has weapon sway. Unlike other sniper rifles, you start strafing back and forth, the sights are going to bounce like crazy. It's got weapon sway, and you got to compensate for that. It has restricting sights. It has mediocre aim assist. It's actually well below the average aim assist value for a sniper rifle of its archetype, for its impact value. It's actually less than the AA of those other ones. It can't snipe supers other than Golden Gun. It can only shoot as fast as similar sniper rifles if you reload glitch. And even that's not a guarantee, because Mulligan could proc, or it actually jams. It jams a lot, and not just when you try and reload glitch. Sometimes it's on the first bullet of the magazine where you'll pull the trigger, nothing will happen, you descope, and then the gun randomly misfires, and you have to cycle another round, so it's even more dead time. Sometimes no land will actually get you killed when you deserve to get the kill when you line up the shot and pull the trigger, and nothing happens. So it's not like other sniper rifles. One argument I've heard is that someone pulled up the stat value on Destiny Trials Report and said, look at the headshot percentage on this thing. It's so high. No land has a high headshot percentage. I'm like, yeah, no crap. That stat value is explaining, it's showing of all the kills that No Land Beyond got in Trials that weekend, this percentage was the number of kills that were headshots as opposed to body shot kills. And it was in the upper 80 percentile. And it was up there, surprise, with other low impact sniper rifles like the AMR. It was just below the AMR on the list. Well, no crap, because No Land Beyond doesn't do enough damage to the body typically to finish somebody off. Usually, you have to prime them either with another body shot first and then hit them with a second body shot, or they have to be primed with a grenade or a melee or something like that. And usually you're starting your engagements with a No Land Beyond. You're not finishing them with a No Land Beyond. So yeah, it makes sense that it's going to have a high headshot percentage just like other low impact sniper rifles will. But when you boil it down, No Land Beyond is only responsible for 1.6% of the kills in Trials of Osiris, and it's underneath things like the Trials Scout Rifle. Obviously it's below the Clever Dragon. Obviously it's below the Matador. Obviously it's below the Mida Multi-Tool. It's below a lot of other things. It's not OP and it's not overused. So that's what I would tell you in regards to the No Land. I don't think it's a big deal. I think people associate those moments where they die through when they get the first shot with the primary. They associate that with a negative feeling that makes them interpret the gun as an OP weapon, but it's not. You really start to think about it and you break it down. It's not OP. Sometimes it's frustrating. Sometimes it's annoying. I understand that. But annoying is not OP. There's a difference there. So I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are on the matter. Please put your opinions in the comment section below. Please be respectful in the way that you interact with each other. Guys, and I will catch you in the Crucible.